The epoxy river table pricing comes down to a lot of factors like anything else. The size, the amount of resin is a huge thing that people don't realize just how expensive epoxy is. It's more than you'd think for just being a liquid plastic. But our standard epoxy river table pricing is right around $5,000 for an 8x42 table, $5 to $6,000. It also comes down to the species of wood, the coolness factor of how cool the wood is, if it's really highly figured or not. We've made epoxy tables for $5,000. We've made epoxy tables for $25,000 and up. It's kind of all over the board. Oh yeah, we've been asked to use a number of different colors. We use two different types of coloring options. So a dye, it's a liquid dye. It just goes in and it changes the clear color of the epoxy to whatever color of the dye it is that you're putting in. So if you're going for like a transparent smoky gray and you just put a couple of drops of black in there, it'll still be clear resin, but it'll tint it sort of gray. That's one of our most popular colors. Then we use pigment, which is a mica powder. And that's where you get your texture and your swirl effect. There's a whole bunch of different colors that we've done in the past and some that we've never done. We've done 2 layer pours before where you put a solid color of one on the bottom, black. Sometimes it's straight black. Sometimes it's a dyed blue and that has pigment in it. And then it'll have a clear layer on top, which allows you to still see the live edge of that wood, and it gives it a little bit of relief, but you can't see through the piece. Sometimes you're joining 2 pieces together. That would be a river table. You have 2 pieces of wood on the outside and then a river going down the middle of resin. Sometimes you take a single slab and you put it in there and you cast the outer edges. We're doing a bar top like that right now. And then sometimes you have multiple pieces in there. You have 5 or 6 pieces in there staggered of all different shapes and sizes, and then you pour the resin in. It looks like islands everywhere. So the sky's the limit when it comes to coming up with new epoxy designs.